Senator, thank you. President Trump reacted to this prisoner exchange at his rally last night. Listen to this.
I'd like to congratulate Vladimir Putin for having made yet another great deal. Did you see the deal we made? Now, look, we want to get people in. You know, we got 59 hostages. I never paid anything. They released some of the greatest killers anywhere in the world, some of the most evil killers.
Do you believe that this deal increased Putin's leverage over the West?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've got a cycle here. You have trumped-up charges against Americans. You accuse them of things they didn't do. You put them in jail, and you only release them when we have to release Russian spies and killers. Yeah, this cycle needs to stop. Absolutely. And this, you know, all I can say is I don't think Russia would have invaded Ukraine on Trump's watch, and I don't think we'd have the Mideast on fire if Trump were still president. Iran is running wild. So the source of all these problems is weakness. People believe America's weak, and they're taking advantage of us.
Senator, in October of 2020, though, Trump facilitated the release of 250 Houthi rebels from Oman in exchange for 2 Americans and the remains of a third that were held in Yemen by Iranian-backed militants. So how is that any different than what President Biden did this week?
Well, what we've done is we've released killers and thugs all over the world in Western custody, and we've, you know, Russia charges Americans with crimes they didn't commit, foreign national.
Lindsey Graham dodged the question. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Inside the Deadly Just. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, wherever you are listening to me from. Appreciate everybody. Let's jump right into it. Yeah, so Lindsey Graham. I'm gonna play y'all a clip or two. This interview that he had on Fox News, and I'm gonna give it to this lady that interviewed Lindsey Graham because she actually followed up, and you're gonna see what I mean in a sec. But Lindsey Graham dodged that question. Y'all saw it. He dodged it. The lady asked, how is it different from what the current president Joe Biden did by bringing the Americans home, the prisoners, from when former President Donald Trump, when he had a deal and brought the Americans home as well? How is it different? And why is Donald Trump saying congratulations to Putin? So it's like, oh, he's happy that the Americans are home, but he is sad that Putin let that happen under Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Just like the lady on Fox News, that's what she said. Like, how is it different? The only difference right here is this is historic because this involves so many countries. As y'all have heard it in the news, that so many countries negotiated for these prisoner swap to happen. But when it comes to exchanging prisoners for the Americans to come home, it's not new under any precedent. So it is high time for y'all to stay focused and see how politics is being played out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, let's play another clip. Donald Trump, the remarks that he made about the VP Kamala Harris, and you're gonna see how uncomfortable, when I mean uncomfortable, Lindsey Graham tried to defend him. Let's watch this together, guys.
Listen here.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Doesn't this kind of language alienate millions of black voters, including from your state?
Yeah, you know, 30% of my state is African American. Nikki Haley is of Indian heritage, and one of her children married an African American Clemson football player.
Can somebody help me down here? What does Nikki Haley's child has to do with the question? You know what I mean? Why does Nikki Haley's child marry to an African American? Because she is an Indian, whatever. What does that has to do with the question that was being asked right here? You see what I said? That he is having so much hard time to answer the question. That he has to bring in Nikki Haley. You know what I mean? And throw it right down to Nikki Haley's daughter. I just don't know how that is relevant to the question. Let's take a listen to the clip.
Yeah, 30% of my state is African American. Nikki Haley is of Indian heritage, and one of her children married an African American Clemson football player. So here's what I would say to President Trump. The problem I have with Kamala Harris is not her heritage, it's her judgment. She has been wrong about everything. When she tried to explain what she would do about inflation and an upcoming recession, it made no sense. It's gibberish. She's been in the witness protection program. Nobody will ask her a hard question. Every day we're talking about her heritage and not her terrible, dangerous liberal record throughout her entire political life. Is a good day for her and a bad day for us. So I would encourage President Trump to prosecute the case against Kamala Harris's bad judgment.
It doesn't seem that he's received that message yet. I mean, he had an introductory speaker last night sort of double down on this conversation. Would you advise that he just stop talking about that?
I think, Mr. President, this is your election to lose.
He said the quiet part loudly, right here. Y'all listen to what he said? He is going to lose if Donald Trump keep going on this attack on VP Kamala Harris, because he needs African Americans, he needs women. If he cannot come out to articulate his agenda that's going to benefit the African Americans, the women, the Americans as a whole, but just coming up with attack VP Kamala Harris, he said, Lindsey Graham said the quiet part loudly right there. But I guess he caught himself right after he said this.
It's important you win to reset a broken border and get the world in good order. The American people are looking to have their problems solved. I think your presidency was an incredible presidency for national security and prosperity, as to Georgia. Georgia's there for the taking. I think Governor Kemp was a great governor, lowering taxes, less regulation. I think if you voted for Kemp and you want to vote for Harris, that makes no sense. I'm hoping that President Trump and Governor Kemp can repair the damage to win Georgia, a state, if we win, we're going to go that we're well on our way to winning 270 electoral votes. If we lose Georgia, it could be a very long night. So let's win this election. How about that? Let's win an election we can't afford to lose.
Y'all can hear Lindsey Graham. He is so not happy. You can see it, that he was having so much hard time to defend him, and he is trying to like bring him back to reality. Like, yeah, well, Donald Trump, you need Georgia, and the same Georgia that Donald Trump is attacking the governor. Y'all can see he said something right there like, yo, you and the Georgia governor, y'all need to like, yeah, y'all got it? Because Donald Trump was attacking the governor. How are you going to be attacking? How are you going to be attacking a state governor that you need and he is a Republican? You know what I mean? Yup. Donald Trump is attacking governor from Georgia, and for sure he needs Georgia to win. So are we missing something right here? Is it like Donald Trump gave up that he's gonna lose anyway, and he's just gonna attack everybody, and we're so heavily telling him something? He just maybe he's saying something that we're not saying, and he gave it up. You know what I mean? But y'all can see Lindsey Graham. He's trying to be like, stay on the message, and y'all heard the lady from Fox News like, are you sure he's gonna listen? But yeah, well, Let's continue the conversation down there in the comment section. If these GOP lawmakers, at least we see one right now, we can see the frustration on his face. Can you imagine how they're feeling behind closed doors? I know they are smacking their head like, what is Donald Trump doing? Let's continue the conversation down there in the comment section as usual. Please let's respect ourselves while we comment. 2024 presidential election year, it's gonna be lit. I hope you are ready for the fun. Thanks to all my return subscribers. I appreciate all of y'all. And if you haven't subscribed, please do not forget to join the growing community. And thank you in advance. Bye for now.